Hello there, and welcome into the Career Competitor Podcast with me, Steve Mellor, and we are the show that seeks to light that competitive fire within you in order to jumpstart or optimize your career. And today we're going to do that with my competitive call. Today's competitive call is the right intention can define the day. The right intention can define the day. Now, what do I mean by that? Let me tell you a little story here. So over the last couple of weeks now, I have taken up a hobby between 5:30 and 6:30 in the morning every single day where I sit down and I write. So for over 2 weeks now, I've been doing this. And it began because deep down there is this desire within me to write a book. And in time, that book, I hope, will start to form itself and become something that I feel the need to publicize, let's say. But at the same time, my thought at the moment is that I'm just writing for the sake of writing. I'm writing to build upon thoughts and turn thoughts into theories and turn theories into things that can be supported based on so many conversations, for instance, that I've had on this podcast and within my network and around my 20 years of involvement with elite level sport. All of these sort of things playing a part, playing a factor in the type of content that I'm actually producing as I put pen to paper every morning. And it's fascinating, really, because my entire life, as I mentioned there, 20 years in elite level sport, 10 as an athlete, 10 as a coach, I spent so many mornings waking up 4:45, 5 a.m. to be on a pool deck at 5:30 in the morning, ready to get after it, ready to train, ready to push, ready to motivate and inspire and perform at high standards. So many reasons to be intentional, right? Waking up that early in the morning, not wanting to waste the opportunities. Why wake up that early in the day if you're not going to make the most of the time? Certainly a philosophy that I stood by both as an athlete and as a coach. But here I am now presenting the idea that with the right intention, we can truly define the type of day that we have. And it's just in these last 2 weeks where I've really become aware of this, become cognizant that this is something that's truly possible. What writing has done for me has delivered a level of intention to begin my day that I am not exaggerating, I've never felt in my life. And like I said, so many things I've done before sunrise throughout my life. I've spent probably most of my life accomplishing things before sunrise than after sunrise. Really, when I look back at it, like we're talking 20 plus years of hard work that takes place before sunrise. And here I am saying that just in the last 2 weeks, I feel as though I've reached a optimal version of what that can truly feel like through the exercise of writing. Never have I felt so fueled for the day ahead. The clarity that writing has given me is something that I just could never have anticipated. The level of intention for waking up in the morning is again something that I've actually never felt before. Even when I was chasing the heights of heights within my time as an athlete, even when I was waking up and getting after a training plan that was leading to an Olympic Games, all these sort of things amazingly don't compare to that of the last 2 weeks of the intention I've felt through writing. And it got me thinking, here I am, someone who can really legitimately put two examples of what it means to sit down and reflect and think, why is it I'm feeling this level of intention behind something like writing over exercise? Because when you go writing versus exercise, both require sacrifice in the form of giving up sleep. Both require significant willpower, just getting into the place, whether it be on the poolside as it was for me as a swimmer, as a coach, or simply going upstairs and going to my desk and grabbing a pen and starting to write. Both require great willpower. Both provide a true feeling of gratification, more so in the knowing that you're doing something while most are asleep, while most are still sat on the couch, checking out the news, looking through their phone, whatever it may be. You're being intentful. You're actually getting something done, something achieved at that time of the day. Both deliver that same feeling. But writing has been different. The intention and the messages within my writing has forced me to really look into myself. The first thing that comes to mind is accountability. Yes, being an athlete, working out, exercise early in the day requires accountability. But to write something that I'm not willing to incorporate, it's almost like I have to be truthful to myself. I have to be honest. Because it's just me, myself, and I in that 5:30 to 6:30 block in the morning, a pen and paper. What's the point in lying? At that point, no one's seeing it. So if I'm going to write it down on a piece of paper, I better be willing to back it up. I better be willing to really buy into whatever it is, this idea, this theory, this notion is that I'm putting down on paper. Secondly, I only want to cover content that I know can impact others. There's a serving mindset to my writing as well. I'm not writing it just for me. I'm writing it, like I said, there's this underlying intention that one day I will share what I'm writing. So I'm cognizant throughout that, listen, I'm not only going to write something I'm willing to back up myself and incorporate. This is something that other people in time will eventually see, and I want it to serve them. I want to serve their mindset, make them more intentful in some way, shape, or form. Finally, this willingness to support what I write with evidence as well, the honesty factor. Being able to reflect on more than 100 interviews that I've done on this podcast, for example, with so many leaders within their field, so many people that have gone from nothing to something, that have built from the ground up and created something so they can be so proud of that's proven to be successful. These people have provided me the type of evidence, the type of reinforcement of what it takes to be successful. And I like writing about that, backing up what I'm writing with true, honest reflection from others that can support these ideas, these notions that I'm actually putting onto paper. Writing has really just disarmed me. It's made me almost form a vulnerable state while I'm writing. And that actually has nothing to do with the fact that I'm still wearing my pajamas while I'm doing it, might I add. The fact of the matter is, I'm starting my day honestly. I'm starting my day serving. I'm starting my day with accountability. And it's invigorated me. So let's make this about you now. What does the first act of intention do for your day? What time of the day does it occur? And why isn't it the first thing that you do? Discovering pure intention to start my day has absolutely revolutionized the way I go about my day, because it's blown me away my ability to actually remain present in my work, not just at the beginning of the day, not just in the middle of the day, but even later on in the day, after the kids have gone to bed, my mind revisits my intent. My mind goes back to what I wrote to start my day, reflects, was I true to my theories, my philosophies, my thoughts that I put on paper to start the day? So I'm not asking you to grab a pen and start writing from 5:30 till 6:30 in the morning. But what I am asking you to do is just to take some time and think, how does intention spark your day? How does intention really get you going? When does that intention begin and what does it look like? And is there a form or an exercise of intention that you're not considering? You haven't given it a try yet, that you might just need to give a try. Maybe you'll open your eyes to something that you never even knew was there. Like myself. I don't even know if I'm a good writer, to be honest with you. Time will tell. But the fact of the matter is, I found an exercise, a habit of intention to start my day, and it has completely revolutionized the way I go about my day. So that's my challenge today. That's my competitive call to you. How can you take an act of intention to revolutionize your day, to set you up in a way where your day is truly defined by that act of intent? I hope you appreciated my competitive call for this episode. There'll be an interview coming very soon as well. I am not taking my foot off the gas that is delivering content to you through this podcast, Career Competitor. In the meantime, all the best with everything you've got going on. I look forward to speaking with you all again very soon. And before I let you go, don't forget, reach out to me, steve@careercompetitor.com, and let me know what you thought of this episode. And also, hey, if you'd like to talk, let me know. All the best. Take care. Bye for now.